you need to get an in-home studio because the fact that people are still paying for studio time in 2020 is insane to me.
What's the cheapest I could pay for good quality?
Let's say this though. Let's say you're paying $100 an hour, right?
All right.
After 30 hours, which is not that much studio time. Let's call it 30 fucking 1 hour sessions. You feel me? You've already spent money that could have got you the same studio setup that I had at my boy's house that I did my whole career on.
How much did it cost?
Probably $2,500, $3,000.
And what did you record on that $2,500 equipment? Where did it take you?
So that was, and just to like be fully transparent, that was the Baby Bottle Blue mic, which was like $500, $600. Apogee Duet audio interface was like $500. Excuse me, because that's, what is that? Fucking $1,100. What's it called? Speakers. Honestly, you don't even need speakers. I've been recording in my hotel rooms with just the headphones. You feel me? And then a MacBook. So $1,500, whatever the fuck that is. So you're looking at roughly $2,500 to $3,500, give or take. And I mean, I did Losing Control on that. That's 5 times platinum. I did What They Want, triple platinum. I did Missy You Crazy platinum. I mean, I sold 16 million, certified singles. Like I've sold more than that. But as far as what's on like RIAA.
And you did all that shit on the. You did. Yeah. Hold up. You sold 16 million.
More than that. I'm lowballing.
All right, but just lowball. And you got 13 million. And you got 13 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Yeah. But you sold 16 million singles.
Yeah.
Off of recording on a $2,500 setup recording
in an unfinished basement where you got to wait for the pipes to stop running to record in between. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like. And for a while, the shit sucked. I'll be the first. I always tell people, like, my first shit, like, I put out 11 mixtapes. Trash. Like, the first 8, trash. Just quality-wise, they weren't there. And it's like, when I go look back, I'm like, okay, I can see why this didn't work.
Right.
This was not hard.
Right.
But at the time, I thought it was hard. And you need that delusional stain of self-confidence. But, once the music got to a place where it could compete, at that point, my approach was off.
What's good? It's TimelessRoc with TR Mentality, man. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all own your own shit, man. Let's get into the intro. In this clip, we got Russ talking about why, as an upcoming independent artist, you gotta own your own studio at the house, man. If you wanna be an artist, you cannot be relying on nobody else to do what you need to be done, man, at any point in your career at all, really. But mainly at the start, because you don't have the money to just be able to just constantly be like, okay, let me get in the studio. We gonna use the same example that Russ was talking about. Russ was talking about, say you go to a studio that's $100 an hour, and you go for 30 hours. But let's just say 10. Even if you go for 10 hours, okay? You got $100 for 10 hours. That's $1,000. With that $1,000, you could definitely get a microphone and you could definitely get an interface. This is the Baby Bottle Blue microphone that Russ was talking about in the video. And you could get that out the way. And then you go ahead and get you a computer, which, like he said, he spent about $2,500 to about $3,500. And he got him a good studio that got him platinum records. Songs going 5 times platinum. He got songs going, you know what I'm saying, multi-platinum songs just off of a $2,500 setup or a $3,500 setup, whatever. And like I said, when we go back to the studio thing, if you pay $100 per hour, first off, you're gonna run out of money because you're an upcoming artist. You don't really have the money. You probably work a regular job and you might make about $400 a week. However many hours you work, if you part-time, you're gonna make even less than that. So then boom, you go to the studio about a couple times a week, maybe. And then you know what I'm saying? So you're not constantly working on your craft like you should be. You're not able to get into the studio late at night. You're not able to just get in the studio right when you wake up. You're not able to constantly make music and get better at your craft. But when you buy your own studio setup, you literally pay that fee. You pay the one-time fee. So you pay $3,000 for your entire setup. You pay that one fee and you free for life. You obviously got to learn how to mix, which takes some time. But you say, let's say you take 2-3 months to learn how to mix, at least good enough to where people can actually listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not perfect, but it's people can actually listen to it. It's audible and it actually sound good. You know what I'm saying? So like that'll take maybe 2-3 months if you really lock in and you focus every single day and you record, you mix, and you learn how to master and all that type of stuff like that. Me personally, I only been into a studio outside of my crib about 2 times. And every song I released been at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Of course, when I first started off, my shit was trash. I didn't sound good. I just started making music, so my writing game was shitty. And I didn't have money to go to a studio. When I first started, I was like, okay, let me get a studio, because that's all I thought about was, let me go to a studio. I found out how much it costs per hour, and I was like, okay, I don't have that. Let me get the fuck out of there. I'm fucked up in the pockets. I can't do that. And so then the next option was, okay, well, how can I get a microphone at the house and go ahead and set up and record myself? I didn't know shit about interfaces. I didn't know shit about none of that shit. I didn't know. I'd never seen nobody record. I'd never seen nobody mix. I didn't even know what mixing was. One of my friends had one day hit me up like, yo, Logic Pro, you can mix your song. And I didn't know what the fuck mixing even meant. I knew what editing videos was, which obviously mixing is, in a sense, the same type of touch that you would do for videos. Obviously, it's different, but you know what I'm talking about. It's the process of basically editing the song. And then over time, I just got piece and piece, gaining more knowledge, and just ended up getting better and better and better, and I'm the artist I am today. If you're an artist and you don't have your own home studio, leave a comment down below and tell me why you don't have your own home studio. What's stopping you from going ahead and getting started today and becoming fully self-sufficient? Let me know down in the comment section. And all my artists that already do mix and master and record themselves at home, let me know what your experience been like. Let me know how long you've been doing it. And hey, man, we go ahead and have a conversation about it, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and also like the video, man. I'm out of here.
You ain't gotta ride when the pain unfolds. Yeah, I'm so used to losing, I ain't never sold. Now I'm touching down to the